Hello, my name is Stephen Ang, and welcome to another independent review of a short film my friend made, Carlos Seguro, from Forever Lost Films. The short film that he made is called He's Having a Baby, and as ridiculous as that title sounds, it is a ridiculous comedy. It's only about 7 minutes, but let's get into it. It's simply about a man that is excuse you, Luna. My dog has allergies. It's simply about a man that is having a baby. And the comedy of it is the strongest element in this short. It plays off of the man is having a baby, he's in bed, his partner comes in, and they're kind of having a tiff. And the man that's having the baby is very emotional and aggravated. And that was what was funny. About the other male actor that was obviously playing the father's part, he was also very funny. And he said his lines very funny. Carlos wrote and directed this. So Carlos obviously knows how to write a comedy, because it was very funny. The lines and the way that the actors said the lines, it was funny. I think the father character was a little bit stronger than the man having the baby. Obviously, those two both had fun, but I felt that the one having the baby could have been a little stronger. I don't think this was the right role for him. The other actor, he was funny, but I think he could have even been more of a character, more flamboyant. And so I think the actors could have been stronger. And that really helps with a comedy. I mean, it helps with any movie, but it definitely helps with a comedy. The cinematography, the camera angles, they were good. But a camera is also a character in a movie, telling the story, kind of telling you how you should feel about it. And it's definitely a character in comedies. I think the camera angles could have been a little funnier, a little better. And when I say that, bless you, Luna. When I say that, I mean there's a scene where the man in the bed that is having the baby, or is having a baby, and his partner gets into him. I would have liked to have seen a close-up shot, and then him slowly tilt his head into frame and put his head on his partner's shoulders. That would have been funny, because not only does the performance have to be good in a comedy, the writing has to be good in a comedy. The camera angle could ruin that joke just because of the camera angle. You could also learn this information by watching Seinfeld and having them explain how they made Seinfeld and how camera angles can make something funny or not funny. I think this could have been funnier as well. Definitely with the subject matter. Now, Carlos was obviously, he realized this was more of a sensitive subject. Homosexuality, a man having a baby. In the short, they're about to kiss, and they're stopped by a rock hitting the window. And this is why you need your own studio. So you don't have any. This is why movies have their own studio, so there's no fucking noise. So if I'm sounding frustrated, I apologize. But there's nowhere to do these fucking reviews here. So, I think it could have been funnier. The ending is the man is on the toilet, and you think I first thought him and his partner were fucking. And I was about ready to be disturbed. But that's not what happened. it's him on the toilet, and I thought he was taking a shit, but he was actually having the baby. And the short abruptly ends with him having a baby in the toilet. That's funny, but I believe the conclusion should have been better, especially with shorts, because the shorts are kind of like jacking off. And at the end, you want to bust a nut. And with the type of subject matter that was in this short, I think Carlos could have pushed it a lot further. I think it could have been funnier. I think this is already sensitive material. You could have made fun of those people that hate this kind of stuff, homosexuality, or played off of the sensitivities that are on this type of subject matter. So I think you could have pushed it. Sure, I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't need to watch it again. And if this is going to be in festivals, I felt that it would have been funny, but one of the basic funny ones. No disrespect. That's why you have to push the envelope. I think Carlos should have pushed the envelope. Maybe he can go back, get the actors again, and add a little more to it. Because again, it's only 7 minutes. And if the move short is just for shits and giggles, well, it was funny. But then again, it could have been funnier. It just could have been funnier. That's all. And that's entirely up to the writer and director, who was Carlos, of how far he wanted to take it. Maybe he didn't want to offend people because he's trying to get viewers. But I believe you also can get viewers by showing people what they don't want to see. Because people are going to get pissed and they're going to spread that shit like wildfire. So why not make fun of those things? Again, it was funny. I liked it. But I think the acting could have been stronger. It could have been funnier. The camera angles could have been better. And you could have went further into this. I don't think it was Carlos's one of his best films, shorts. I think his best still is the photo shoot. Carlos, he knows how to write a comedy. I could tell. He has a sense of humor. And this was funny. However, the photo shoot was more of a dark, sinister story. And I think he told that one better. But obviously, watching this new one, his editing has gotten better. I felt that the editing, in the beginning, there's talking over black subtitles. And I thought that kind of had a Quentin Tarantino kind of vibe. All this really does is make me want to see more of Carlos's stuff and watch him grow as a filmmaker. And see him dive further into a subject matter. This was obviously for fun. It was a ridiculous story that they were having fun with. And I respect that. And it's hard for me to be too hard on something that's just for fun or just for viewing pleasure. But if this was to go up against in a film festival, short film festival, again, I think it would have been basic. It could have been a lot funnier. Again, with the subject material, could have pushed the envelope. But again, maybe Carlos did not want to do that. Overall, I think it was funny. It was enjoyable. It made me laugh. And it just made me think of ideas that could have went further with it. Could have been a little longer. This, that. I'm going to leave the link at the bottom of this so everyone is able to watch it and view it when he's ready. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And Carlos, keep up the good work. He's building his portfolio by making these shorts so he can obviously show to agents and managers to show what kind of films he likes to do, what his style is. And that's really good. So, regardless, this is great work. This is great work. And I would like to see Carlos grow stronger in his skills. And that is my honest review for He's Having a Baby. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Stephen Ang, and I'll see you next time.